What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are ready to make some money this week. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading education platform that is available to the retail trader today. And we've got one simple goal. That is to help you to learn, trade, and profit. Results matter at True Trading Group. Your success matters at True Trading Group. It's not just empty words and broken promises. If you guys are brand new to the stream, make sure that you like and share this video, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here where we go over free lessons, golden nuggets of education that are going to help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. Before I get started with the live stream tonight, I'd first like to thank our partners over at Benzinga. For those that don't know, Benzinga does offer their own educational product and tools, yet they still fully endorse the TTG platform for the massive added value that it provides for their members and for their community. We're grateful to Benzinga to have the opportunity to further educate their community and to also offer the Benzinga Pro Newsfeed and Squawk Box feature, which is worth over $1,400 a year on its own. It's free with your TTG membership for just $12.64. All right, read you guys a quick little message from the Benzinga founder and CEO, Jason Raznick, up here on the screen to better serve our Benzinga community. We partnered up with the education team over at True Trading Group. If you're looking for great lessons and a fantastic community, we recommend checking them out. Sincerely, Jason Raznick, Benzinga founder and CEO. Folks, so there you have it. If you're here from Benzinga, you are in the right place. Guys, we've got a big live stream coming up here for you. I've got a lot of open positions we've got to talk about, some analysis on the overall markets, what's going to happen here as we start the year 2022 in a bit of a rocky shape, a little pullback there for the first week of 2022. Is that kind of a sign of things to come? Or is this just a regular buy the dip scenario like we saw 100 times in 2021? We're going to go through all of it. We're going to talk about it all here tonight on this live stream. But why should you listen to anything we cover on these lives? Guys, I didn't figure this trading thing out on my own. Began my career working for a fund in New York City. I was taught by other professional traders on Wall Street how to trade properly. Right. Then 2008 happened. And that was a great recession. The housing market, stock market crashed. But that was the same year I won one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, aside from that, okay, perhaps even more importantly, since 2016, my team and I at True Trading Group have now helped thousands of retail traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, achieve peace of mind from financial freedom by teaching them how to trade stocks, options, and even crypto. At TTG, we're going to teach you how to fish and how to stand on your own 2 feet. We're going to teach you how to not rely on other traders in order for you guys to consistently make money in the markets. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It's also not gambling. It's a skill that needs to be learned like any other properly, especially since this is a skill that could help you guys reach financial goals that you never thought were possible. Guys, I'm starting things off this Q&A with a 15-20 minute. Starting this live stream off with a 15-20 minute Q&A session. Give some time for people to log on. I know it's Sunday night. We got football on, the last final week of the NFL season before the playoffs start. We've got the national championship game tomorrow night, Alabama versus Georgia. So a big sports kind of 1-2 punch between today and tomorrow. So we're going to give some time for people to log on and to join us on the stream. And then after I go through a Q&A, I'll talk to you guys about the discount and incentive that we have for those that want to join the TTG platform here tonight. The holiday sale is over. It's been over, but we still have some fantastic discounts and incentives. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the membership and the platform, and then we will dive into the weekly outlook, what I think the markets are going to do this week. I've got 3 open positions that I will tell you guys about. If you missed my lives last week, I'll update you guys on those positions and tell you what I think the markets are going to do this week and what we can expect from week number 2 of what has so far been a very volatile start to 2022. All right. And then at the end of the live stream, I will tell you guys, I'll show you the platform that is True Trading Group. And yes, I keep saying platform because we are not just a chat with trade alerts. We are a community and a platform that was designed to empower the retail trader. Okay, to level the playing field for the retail trader. In doing so, we are going to provide you with the same education that I received when I worked at the fund in New York, but we're also going to give you guys access to tools and resources that professional traders use on a daily basis to make better informed decisions. You guys are going to have access to those same tools on the TTG platform included. It's all inclusive. You don't pay extra for any of this stuff. All of our tools and resources are all included with your $12.64 price point. So I will show you guys that for those interested. I'll show you at the end of the live stream. All right. So without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead and let's begin the Q&A. So I want everybody right now to start typing your questions in chat. There's no such thing as a stupid question or a silly question. Okay. The way that you learn is by asking questions. All right. So don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. Begin typing your questions in chat right now, and let's start that Q&A. When buying a low volume pullback, is it better to buy trusting the support will be there or wait for confirmation? Mr. Roboto, TTG member, excellent question. Excellent question. Allow me to explain. So there are different scenarios where I will buy a pullback before it tests support, trusting the support level to be there underneath me. There's other situations where I will wait for that support level to show its face before entering the position. Now, what are those two different scenarios? If I have in front of me an A+ setup where there is not a single thing that I would change about this setup, from a technical, fundamental, market type setup, okay, or market environment, market sentiment, there's nothing that I would change. All right. Everything is perfect. I'm not going to change a single thing. I can't make anything better to improve the odds and the probability of this chart pattern. Nothing I would change, right? If that's the case, then the probability of that setup cannot get any better. So I will trust the setup and I will trust the support level to be there underneath me. Case in point, let's say I'm looking at a stock, you got a $10 support level, stock breaks through $10, extends, heaviest volume of the day. You get a real low volume pullback back into 10.20, 10.15. I will bid in front of the $10 level if everything lines up. I've got 3 or 4 different indicators that are giving me buy signals. I've got increasing volume on the way up, decreasing volume on the way back. We've got a strong fundamental catalyst from the company. Maybe there's a press release that has something to do about the company itself that warrants this type of action. Maybe there's really good follow through in the overall markets at this particular time. Everything lines up. Not a single thing I would change to make this a better setup. I will trust the support level to be there underneath me. I will buy in front of it on the first pullback before it gets to test the support level, because you can't have a higher probability setup than that, right? So like an A setup is going to be a chart setup that's going to give you maybe 70 to 75% probability. A B setup, 60 to 65, a C setup, 50-50 coin flip. We're going to stay away from the 50-50 coin flips. If you guys want 50-50 odds, go to Vegas. Okay. Vegas is gambling. Trading is a skill. All right. So we're going to avoid all of the gambling. Okay. We're going to avoid the gambling. Now, when you have a lower quality setup or a B type setup, this is when I will wait for that support level to actually show its face. Okay. So what I'll do is, let's say if I'm looking at a chart setup and I love it, it's still a really good chart setup, but maybe there's one thing I could change that's going to make this setup better. One thing I could change. Maybe the volume on the pullback is a little bit heavier than I would like. I will wait for that support level to prove itself and to show its face. Okay. Now that Tesla has hit that all-time high mark, do you think it will retest it anytime in 2022 first quarter? Ooh, very specific. First quarter. That's a really good question. I don't, man. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do it in the first quarter. I really don't. I don't know if we're going to do it in the first quarter. I think that you've got a lot of resistance up there at 1,200. The markets are going to get shaken up just a little bit. Some of your real high valuation names, and Tesla is included in that, are kind of getting hit a little bit with the rising rate environment. I don't know if we're going to get back up to those all-time highs in Q1. I feel like, you know, if we're going to, it's got it. If it doesn't do it in Q1, then I don't think we do it at all, because I think Q1 is really the only time that markets or that stocks are going to really have to really make their move. If they're going to extend to new all-time highs, I think it's got to happen during Q1, because once you get to Q2, you're getting into rate hikes. Now, the only way that I think that stocks are able to continue to go through and break through all-time highs later in the year is if the Fed is able to slow down their rate hike and their balance sheet runoff. It's the only way it's going to happen. But if you go into this year and the Fed is going to go faster than the schedule that they announced in December, the Federal Reserve announced they're going to do 3 rate hikes, and we're going to finish the year at 0.9% Fed funds rate. So that means that they are projecting 3 rate hikes of anywhere from 25 to 35 basis points. If you get anything faster than that, I don't think you're going to get stocks make new all-time highs going into the middle to end of next year. Not growth stocks, at least. Oops, sorry, just hit my screen. Not growth stocks, at least, like a Tesla. You know, you might get new all-time highs on financials, on energy stocks. Like, you'll get new all-time highs on Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Signature Bank. You'll get new all-time highs on Chevron, Devon Energy, Pioneer, like ExxonMobil. You'll get new highs on those stocks, but not on something like a Snowflake, a Tesla, a Rivian, you know, a Coinbase. Like, you're not going to get new all-time highs on those stocks. Not a Fortinet, you know, even something like maybe an NVIDIA. You're not going to get new all-time highs on those if we have to raise rates faster than the Fed initially said in December. The reason why the market sold off last week when they came out with the Fed minutes, which was when we caught the 194% gain on the SPY put options. Again, congrats to all my teaching members that caught that trade with me on Wednesday. It was a grand slam. But the reason for that was because the Fed came out with some language that insisted or insinuated that they were going to raise rates faster and they were going to do their balance sheet runoff faster than they initially said in December. And that's why markets really sold off. So if you get a faster hike and a faster balance sheet runoff than they initially said, no way that you guys are going to be getting, no way that I think you're going to get a new all-time high on something like a Tesla. All right. But if the Fed is able to do what they said they were going to do in December, then it becomes possible. Then it should become possible. What kind of downward movement do we expect to see in the SPY now with the Fed's hawkish stance? Okay, so this is really a follow-on to what I was just talking about before. This is a follow-on. You know, if the Fed is able to stick to that 3, because you guys got to remember this. When the Fed announced, I'll just show you. When the Fed announced the 3 rate hike schedule, that's what the SPY did. That is what the SPY did the day that they announced the 3 rate hike schedule. So people liked the idea of 3 rate hikes in 2022, finishing the year at 0.9%. 0.9% is still a very, very low Fed funds rate. Is it 0? No, but it's not 2% or 2.5%. It's still very low. And the markets loved that idea. But what happened to you guys last week was when the Fed came out with their minutes, you got a much more hawkish stance from the Fed. And we've just been going down ever since the Fed came out with those Fed minutes, which insisted that they are more hawkish. I believe that with this more hawkish view, and the Fed also has not sent any of their soldiers out to speak publicly to kind of walk back these statements. You have not heard any Fed members say, oh, no, the balance sheet runoff, we're going to take our time. Oh, no, you know what? We're not looking to raise rates faster than we initially said. You haven't had any Fed members come out and say that and kind of get in front of the crowd to kind of ease markets' worries. I do believe that the markets are going to try to bounce off of these support levels, and then they're going to break. And I do think you're going to have a little bit more downside. So the SPY is trying to hold the 50-day moving average. So this blue line on your screen is the 50-day moving average. Then you're going to be looking at the QQQ, okay, which is at a major support level as well, right around that 100-day moving average. But then you have more structure as you guys look back here to the left. Okay, that support level. These are what I'm talking about. You have a lot of tech stocks that are at major support levels. Facebook, Microsoft, NVIDIA, AMD. Okay, you have the major tech stocks that are at key support levels. I do think you're going to have, just because of the trained mindset of the markets right now, is to buy the dip. And I think that dip tries to get bought. It tried to get bought Thursday, Friday of last week. But then I think that trapdoor opens back up, and then you get a little bit more downside. I do think that the SPY is going to be able to get down and test this 100-day moving average. So you guys can see this 100-day moving average is acting as clear support in the beginning of December and then middle of December. I do think that we have a chance to get back down and test that purple line on your screen. I'll talk about this a little bit more in detail, folks, later on the live stream when I get into the stock market outlook, what I think the market's going to do this week. What is going on with healthcare sector XLV? Okay, what's going on with the healthcare sector XLV? You had some issues with Humana. Humana is the reason why you're getting kind of a beat down on the healthcare sector. You had some really negative news come out on Humana that actually sent Humana cratering over 2 days. And Humana is a pretty big weighting within healthcare. So this issue with Humana is pulling down healthcare, and I think you have some pretty good opportunities to grab some really good, like United Health is a fantastic company. I love United Health, and United Health has given you a pretty nice pullback. IXRG, another fantastic company, is giving you a really nice pullback. ABBV, not even really any pullback at all, coming off of your all-time highs. So these are stocks that I own that they're giving you a little pullback off of their all-time highs after this Humana news. But United Health is an absolute monster. IXRG, monster. I still like all of these companies for long term. Can gold be a hedge when stocks go down during a rising rate environment? Yes. Yes, it can. And it typically is. Gold is typically a hedge for inflationary environments and rising rate environments. So I actually do expect gold to perform pretty well this year and then into next year as well, because I think rates are going to rise, not just for like a couple of months. Rates are going to rise for the next couple of years. And I think that gold could be a nice, very, very low volatility safe haven to just kind of hide out for a while. While other things get pretty hectic. I'm pretty interested to see actually how Bitcoin does over the next 2 years, because a lot of people started to consider Bitcoin as an inflationary hedge itself, which gold has historically been the number one inflationary hedge. Every time you had inflation, it was always gold, 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 gold. But when you are now adding in this new security, if you want to call it, of Bitcoin as a possible inflationary hedge, a lot of people are looking at that to see, well, how is Bitcoin actually going to react now in this rising rate and in this inflationary environment? Because there's a real big push-pull going on with Bitcoin. A lot of people consider Bitcoin a very high volatile, high growth type of investment, which typically will not do well in rising rate environments. Other people make the argument that Bitcoin is an inflationary hedge. So in that case, it should do well in rising rate environments. So there's a real big push-pull. Bitcoin just recently has really kind of pulled back significantly off of its highs, trading all the way down to the low 40,000s. Major support level on Bitcoin in the low 40,000s. Major support level. We've done live streams in the past. I told you guys that in the low 40s, that is a major level of support for Bitcoin. And I think that a lot of people are going to be interested to see, well, this is Bitcoin's really its first like real institutional test. Do people go to Bitcoin as an inflationary hedge, or does the Bitcoin hype cool off a little bit as you have high growth type investments sell off in a rising rate environment. And there's sides of the argument, there's arguments on both sides of that story. So I'm very, very interested to see how Bitcoin performs while interest rates rise. And so far, the people that say Bitcoin's a high growth type of investment, it's not going to do well in rising rate environment, they're having the haha, I told you so, as Bitcoin has pulled back into the low 40s. But a lot of others are saying this is just a beautiful buying opportunity and a reset at a major support level before Bitcoin eventually, over the next 1 to 2 years, makes a ride up to 100K as rates rise. So really, really interested to see how Bitcoin reacts over the next 2 years. Also keeping in mind that we should get regulatory updates from the SEC, possibly even Congress, around cryptocurrency, around stable coins, around other crypto coins. And that could, in my opinion, that's a positive for the industry because it'll legitimize it even further and allow some other institutions that are still anti-crypto because of volatility and uncertainty, it'll allow them the green light to get involved. So I actually think regulation on the crypto industry is a good thing, not a bad thing. When stocks are going up strong after entry, how do you decide when to take profit? Valerie, you've got to look at your resistance levels. Okay, you've got to look at your resistance zone. So guys, remember, in the curriculum and as a member of True Trading Group, you learn how to identify potential resistance zones. Your potential resistance zones become your profit targets. If you buy a stock at 10 and the chart says that there's resistance at 1150, then you will want to take profit in front of 1150. So maybe the stock gets to 1130, 1135, you're taking profit off the table. You're going to use the tier trading strategy. So when the stock breaks through these resistance levels, okay, you're still in a piece of that position. I teach a tier trading method. Valerie, I know you know this as a member. For those that are not members, where I teach you guys to sell your position in pieces as the stock reaches different resistance levels. Okay, so you'll identify 3 different profit targets at least. 25%, 50%, 25% of your position comes off the table. If you've got 100 shares, 25 shares, 50 shares, 25 shares at those 3 potential resistance levels. And that's how you are able to identify your profit targets. Yes, rest in peace, Danny Tanner. Don't be shy, guys. Type your questions right in chat. With bank earnings, do you think we will see upward movements on the financial sector leading to it and then sell off? No, I don't expect to sell off. I expect a very good year for financials. So for those who don't know, last Sunday, I released my stock market outlook for 2022. All TTG members and TTG trial members get that report free. That my market outlook 2022 report is will show you guys what I expect from the markets in this year and what are the top sectors that I like for this year, and then stocks that I like within those sectors. So I've named as 2 of my top sector picks for 2022 are the energy and financial sectors. So far, listen, it's only been a week, but so far, energy and financials are the best performing sectors to start off the year 2022. A lot of your financial and energy stocks are making new all-time highs, also new 52-week highs. So I do not expect a sell-off in financials. I expect the financial sector to do very well this year, as well as I expect the energy sector to do very well this year. You guys remember, as a member of True Trading Group, you will get my full 18-page report, the stock market outlook for 2022. the sectors that I like best and the stocks that I like within those sectors. You guys get that as a member for free, totally free. Also for trial members as well. You, STR member, what's up? Mike, I'm getting ready to introduce my 11-year-old to the stock market. I absolutely love that. He has $100, his own. He wants to invest. What are your recommendations? Just buy one stock or buy fractional shares of different stocks? I think that what is most important right now, all right, for your 11-year-old is understanding like the core solid sound fundamentals behind investing and behind building a portfolio. And one of the things that I always recommend to people is to never put all of your eggs in one basket, is to diversify your portfolio. So instead of putting all $100 into one stock, I think it will be a great idea to just break that up, maybe buy 3 different stocks, buy fractional shares of 3 different companies, very sound, solid companies like I'm being serious, a Microsoft, an Apple, an Amazon, a Google, a Meta, an AMD, an NVIDIA, really, really good sound quality companies that are going to be around 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. And just to kind of build that core solid foundation of getting used to diversification and not putting all of your eggs in one basket and start off. I always tell people, when you're starting off building a portfolio from scratch, a very big mistake that a lot of people make is they look at a company like Microsoft, Google, Apple, and they say to themselves, oh, what's the point of me investing in those stocks? Now they're already so high. Like, I missed my chance to invest in those companies. And what do? They go and they buy garbage. They go and they buy, some $4, $5, like shiny object that they read about on Reddit, and the stock, goes from $4 to like $8 because of a social media pump. They get very excited. They buy the stock at $7. And then a year later, the stock's at $1.50. And they're like, I don't know what to do. I'm holding it back now. What do I do? You should, my opinion, when you are starting off building a long-term portfolio, you build your portfolio around very core, stable, sound companies like Microsoft, Apple. And then once you build the core of your portfolio around those names, then you can start to branch off and go after higher risk investments. Your long-term portfolio should not be full of these super high risk, super high reward investments. I break my long-term portfolio into 2 different categories. One, I consider a growth story. The other, I consider an execution story. The growth story is the lower risk. The execution story is the higher risk, but with higher risk comes higher reward. The growth story companies are companies that have already proven their business model to be successful. It's not a question of, do you think Starbucks is going to get people to buy their coffee? It's not a question of, will Nike get people to buy their sneakers? Will Home Depot get people to buy tools? Will Apple get people to buy iPhones? That is no longer a question. They've already proven that that's going to happen. Now the question becomes, how big can those companies get? Growth story. Build your portfolio around growth stories. Then you have the execution stories. These are smaller companies, much younger companies that have not yet proven their business model successful. Some examples of that: Plug Power, Fuel Cell, ChargePoint, QS, NIO, Xpeng, Fisker, Nikola, Virgin Galactic. These are companies that are much younger, that have not yet proven themselves. Now, you have a much greater chance of a Fuel Cell, a Plug Power, an NIO, a QuantumScape, a ChargePoint, a Fisker, a Nikola. There's a much greater chance of one of those companies or half of those companies going bankrupt and failing and not being in existence 5 years from now. The chances of a Microsoft, Starbucks, Home Depot, Nike, Chevron, Google, Meta, Amazon going bankrupt and not being around 5 years from now is virtually zero. Now, keep in mind that Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft at one point in time were considered execution stories. When Steve Jobs started Apple out of his garage, that was considered an execution story. Apple could have failed and went bankrupt, just like the other 98% of all companies during the internet boom went bust. So it was once an execution story. Now, I'm not saying that QS, NIO, ChargePoint, Plug, I'm not saying those companies can't one day become growth stories where they can become juggernauts of their industry. Of course they can. And that's why you should invest in some of them. But do not have your entire portfolio filled with those type of stocks. That's how you hurt yourself, because those companies are very volatile and those are stocks that can be down 50, 60% from when you bought them. You're not going to have to deal with a 60, 70, 80% drawdown in the share price of Apple or Microsoft. So don't look at those companies and say, oh, it's too expensive, because folks, I can take you to Apple stock and we can go back to just literally last year. And you can say in August, when Apple made new all-time highs, you can say to yourself right here, you say, oh man, Apple, it's at all-time highs. It's too expensive. I missed my chance. Well, guess what? Apple is now 50% higher than it was. You missed out on a 50% gain. Instead, what did you do? You went and you bought something like NIO, and you bought NIO in August of last year, right? Or no, I'm sorry, when NIO started really going nuts and got on top of everybody's radar, right? And now where's NIO today? Your portfolio is massively underperforming in 2021 if you bought NIO, because NIO was red in 2021. Okay, look at QS, look at ChargePoint, look at Fuel Cell, look at Plug Power, but then look at Microsoft, look at Google, look at Amazon, look at NVIDIA, look at AMD, look at Qualcomm, look at Broadcom. Okay, these are much higher quality companies. And if you thought to yourself, oh, these stocks are too expensive, you were wrong. You missed out on 100% gains, 150% gains, 50% gains. You want to build your portfolio, my opinion, around core growth story companies. And when I say growth, I'm not talking about like high growth tech stocks. When I say growth, I'm talking about the two categories that I've broken my long-term portfolio into. Build your portfolio, 80 to 90% of your money, have them in those names. 10 to 20% have in the high risk, high reward. But you should not have the same amount of money in like a ChargePoint as you should a Microsoft or an Apple. Okay? So kind of some good lessons there, guys, on long-term portfolio management. I hope that's helpful. Hope you guys are taking notes. Like I said, I always drop golden nuggets on you guys during these live streams. I hope it's helpful. How long is too long to be paper trading? A lot of experts suggest demo accounts are an absolute waste of time. And I would tell you that all of the experts that told you demo accounts are an absolute waste of time are not experts. They're completely full of shit. There is no such thing as too long for you to be paper trading. That's the stupidest thing that I've ever heard in my entire trading career. What is a lot stupider, what's a much bigger waste of time than trading on a paper account or on a demo account is trading with real money without having any freaking clue what you're doing. That's stupid. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of money. You trade on a paper on a demo account as long as you have to in order to prove to yourself that you can actually make money doing this. Why would you risk your hard-earned money if you do not know that you can be successful at this? That is a waste of time. Trying to trade without having any clue what you're doing, waste of time. That is why we offer a simulator for no extra charge or fee on the TC platform. Use it. Why trade not knowing what you're doing? Why trade not knowing what you're doing and just lose? Whatever expert told you that, I challenge their knowledge and experience as a trader. I really, really, really do. I tell every single person that joins True Trading Group that has never traded before to use the simulator while you are going through our courses so you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses. Every single person is going to make mistakes when they first start trading. Every single person is going to have strengths and weaknesses. But when you first start trading, you have no idea what your strengths and weaknesses are. So let's figure that out and let's make mistakes with fake money. Why start yourself off in a few $100s, a few $1,000s, in tens of thousands of dollars of a hole? For what? Why? Because some expert told you it's a waste of time? Believe me, when you're down $10,000 because you have no idea what you're doing, you're not going to think the demo paper account is a waste of time. On your screen is ETNA's simulator. This is the simulator that we have on our platform. It is the same simulator that's used at Cal State University Fullerton, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, and Illinois Tech. They all use this simulator in their finance programs. You can use this on the TGD platform for free. With real-time data, you can trade stocks and options to practice. Then, once you guys have proven that you are successful in the simulator, now we can start trading with real money. Okay? There you have it. All right, next question. Mike, other than interest rates increases, what could trigger a 5 to 10%, if not more, pullback? So aside from rising interest rates, the other thing that can trigger a greater than 5 to 10% pullback would be, I mean, it's a very open question. I mean, China could declare war against the United States. We'll get more than 10% pullback. You know, I mean, there's a lot of different things that can cause a 5 to 10% pullback. You know, if you asked me in 2019, Mike, what can cause a 35% pullback in the markets? My answer would not have been a global pandemic that would last 2 years. That is not what my answer would have been to you in 2019. So like anything could happen. But as far as current events that could happen, I would say a new COVID variant that is more deadly and more contagious than Delta, that completely evades vaccine efficacy completely, so that nobody is protected. And it's more and causes more severe illness than Delta. That could be something that could potentially cause the markets to pull back more than 10%. Inflation not cooling down at all, even in the face of a rising rate environment. Maybe the Fed raises rates too slowly and inflation continues to run hot next year into the middle of the year without cooling off, and supply chain issues do not right themselves. That can cause a bigger than 10% pullback in the markets. And then a laundry list of other things. I mean, Russia could invade Ukraine against the United States' will. China could invade Taiwan against the United States' will. China and Russia could declare war against the United States, and that can cause a lot more than a 10% pullback. But is that a likely scenario? No, but anything could happen. You know, a new virus could appear and it's the zombie apocalypse. That'll cause more than a 10% pullback. Aliens could come. That could cause more than a 10% pullback. But you guys get my point. I'm having a little bit of fun right now, but you get my point that you always have to, there's always something. You always have to make sure you're up to date with current events to make sure you understand how it will affect the markets. Some of the stocks or ETFs recommended for 2022, like Wells Fargo, XLF, Chevron, are at all-time highs or very close. Wait for pullback. Okay, so you're spilling the beans a little bit, TTG Sunshine. So some of the stocks that we talk about in the my market outlook for 2022, like I said, financials and energy are my two top picks. Many of them are already at highs. So I'll just take you Chevron so far, which is one of my top picks, already up at new highs. Okay. I did also talk about JP Morgan, which is not yet at all-time highs, but some of your other banks like Bank of America is up there at highs. Wells Fargo is up there at highs. You're not necessarily sitting at all-time highs on these stocks. We're not at all-time highs on the banks. You're at 52-week highs. And the highest levels that these stocks have seen since prior to the '08 crash is really where we are, except for JP Morgan is up at close to all-time highs, Goldman Sachs close to all-time highs, Morgan Stanley all-time highs. These are stocks that I talked about in my report. Signature Bank is absolutely on fire. That's another one that I talked about inside of my report. So I do think these stocks have gotten a little ahead of themselves in the first week of the year. I think you've had a massive rush into financials and energy. It seems like so far the rest of Wall Street and the rest of your hedge funds and institutional minds agree with me that these are the places that you want to be this year. And you're seeing everybody flock to these names very early in the year. So I do think they're a little overdone, TG Sunshine. I do think you can get a better price on Signature Bank than 370. I do believe Signature Bank will pull back, towards 340, 350. I do think that, Devon Energy, which is sitting up here at 49, I do think these stocks will give you better entry points than where they are currently sitting today. So, it's a long year. I would, wait for a little pullback, scale into positions, which is what I like to do. I like to, when I'm accumulating a long-term position, I like to, buy a little bit. If it goes down more, buy more while I build that core position. If I'm going to hold something for a year or longer, and I do believe that for the next year, financials and energy are going to be a really good place to be. Totally agree. How many are actually making steady money jumping around in junk? Some good hits, but few. How easy is it to manipulate a little junky stock as opposed to Microsoft type stocks? Oh, yeah, it's impossible to manipulate something like a Microsoft. You have every hedge fund and money manager in the world is in something like Microsoft. You see the difference between Microsoft and like a junky like $3 stock is that there's going to be a hard value on a stock like Microsoft. There will come a price where every hedge fund manager on planet Earth will say Microsoft is worth more than this price. So I'm going to buy as much as I can at this price. You don't have that on the junk stocks. The junk stocks are going to go up. They're going to go down. They're going to be shorted. Social media will try to squeeze them. Hedge funds will come in and get long just to try to squeeze other hedge funds, which is what happened during GameStop. During the GameStop squeeze, you actually had other hedge funds come in with retail and really put the pressure on the hedge funds that they all knew were short to force them to squeeze out. The top performing hedge fund in 2021 in all of Wall Street was actually a hedge fund that made over $700 million long GameStop last year when the squeeze happened and it went to 400. That is literally the top performing hedge fund in 2021 on as far as percentage return on the overall fund. So it's easier to manipulate a lower float stock that does not have a lot of institutional presence. It's not as easy to do that with an Apple, a Microsoft that trades billions upon billions upon billions of dollars a day with every single hedge fund manager in the world, buying and selling shares within that name. Okay, I'll take maybe one or two more questions and then we'll dive in. Hey, Mike, do you think SoFi will pull back even more? Yeah, it might. SoFi might pull back a little bit more. this is a key support. I mean, there's a lot of support down here for SoFi. There's a lot of support down here for SoFi, but it is possible SoFi can pull back further. I don't expect SoFi to really give you liftoff until they get approved for their national bank charter. So you guys have to understand what made SoFi do that, and then what made SoFi do this, right? This is a tale of two tapes. Huge move higher, huge move lower. What happened, right? The huge move higher, I mean, SoFi is a very exciting platform, very exciting kind of fintech company, financial services company that is really focused on kind of the younger consumer, building that brand awareness and that brand loyalty so that, a younger consumer will then stay with SoFi as they get older and earn more and then use other products within SoFi. SoFi is really big with like student loans. So what actually happened with SoFi here, the reason why SoFi went from $24 all the way down to $14 is because Biden extended the student loan moratorium. So, and that was not supposed to be the case. So the last time that got extended, Biden said that was the last time he was going to do that. So when he extended it again, it was a surprise to investors because he promised the last time it was going to be the end. He wasn't going to do it again. But then you came up just the other month, he extended it again. Now, that means if you extend the student loan payments, then that means there's less incentive for clients and customers to refinance their student loans with SoFi. So SoFi will have a harder time earning that business because everyone that has the student loans doesn't have to make the payments. It's been pushed back with the extension when Biden made that extension. That's what caused SoFi stock to sell off. Because everybody was buying into SoFi thinking, okay, once that moratorium is up, everyone's going to come rushing to SoFi. They're going to refinance their loans. SoFi's going to get a ton of business. So everybody was excited about that. And then Biden's like, psych, I'm extending it again. And everyone's like, shit, that means tough time now for SoFi to earn business. Stock then sold off. But this year, probably in this first half of this year, we don't know the exact date. There's not an exact date that this is going to be announced. But in the first half of 2022, SoFi should get a decision back on their national bank charter. If SoFi gets approved for a national bank charter, that is a game changer for this company. And the net positive that a national bank charter would do for SoFi, in my opinion, far outweighs the negative of the student loan moratorium being extended. So I think SoFi, the stock has no reason to move higher right now because Biden took away a huge chunk of their earning potential. And then you have to wait probably a couple months before you get a decision on the national bank charter. So I don't think SoFi is really going anywhere anytime soon until that student loan moratorium gets lifted and is over. Then maybe the stock can breathe, and then you have the bank charter to look forward to. But if they get approved for that bank charter, I think it's a game changer for this company. And it is also a stock that I currently own. I own SoFi around $15 in my long-term portfolio. I own it around 15. And I will hold it until if they get denied their bank charter, then I might sell out of it. But I'm in it at 15. If they get approved for their bank charter, I think this is a $50 stock in the next couple of years. Lambo, huh? Look, guys, AMC aside, if you're looking for a way to Lambo or to be spoon-fed your trades, or you're looking for someone to just tell you what to do, you guys are really in the wrong place, because at True Trading Group, we're going to teach you guys how to fish, how to stand on your own 2 feet. Joining TGD gives you guys the opportunity to learn a skill and to be part of a community that can literally change your life for the better. Forget Lambo. Forget buying a Lambo. How about being able to go to the grocery store without coupons or without on a budget? How about paying your kids' college tuition? How about being able to get caught up on medical bills? buy that new purse or pair of shoes that you want, not have to worry about how to make next month's rent, not have to worry about the mortgage payment coming up or you being late on your mortgage. How about we focus on that first before we work on trying to go and buy ourselves a $500,000 car? Let's be real. I don't come up here every day and flaunt my house and cars and say, follow me, you'll make $5 million. That's not what we do. I tell you guys to come join True Training Group if you want to truly learn a skill that can better the lives for you and your family. And when I say better your lives for you. Now, some people bettering their lives could be $100 a day. Bettering their lives could be $500 a month extra. That could change and better somebody's life. Now, there might be other people on here that maybe it's $5,000 a month. For maybe some, it's $25,000 a month. For some, it's $50,000 a month. Okay, that can change your life and can better your life for you and your family. Don't worry about anybody else's pocket. Focus on your pocket because that's all that matters. Doesn't matter how much money I make. Doesn't matter how much money John Smith makes. The only person whose money matters is yours because I'm not paying your bills. John Smith's not paying your bills. You are. Forget about Lambos. If you want to buy a Lambo, great. Okay, you can. Yes, you can, but you're going to learn how to do all the other things first. That is what trading is all about. Folks, let me see who here is on the live stream right now that's not a member of True Trading Group. If you guys are not a member, or maybe this is your first time on the live stream, do me a favor and type the number 1 in chat right now. If you're new, you're not a member, type the number 1. And then, guys, all of you, stay tuned because in just about 15 minutes, I'm going to give you guys my exact game plan this week, how I plan on making money from the markets, and then my complete market outlook, everything for this week. I'll go over that all with you guys in just a moment. All right, let's see. A lot of number 1s flying through chat. I like what I'm seeing. We got Iden. We got Diane Ashdown. We have Tim Wade. We got Dr. S, Adrian Martinez. We got Rico Theone. We got Alvin Boss, AC Royal, Da'aro Family, Tony Francis, Kamal Slyman, BJ Lancaster, Munish Musa, Marco Aurelio Candiato. What's up? Richard Guayardo. Not dying, I'm talking about it's living. Francine Joseph, Dead Talk, Larry, Boston Wiz, Tara James, Iser Birdie, Mary, Tommy Harris, Richard Brunson. I love this. A lot of number 1s. I can't even read them all. But I like it. I love seeing all these number 1s. Lets me know you guys are here. You guys are serious about trying to learn how to take advantage of opportunities in the markets. I absolutely love it. All of you, seriously, welcome to the Teachy family. Welcome to the Teachy live stream. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We do this 6 nights a week. Okay, you might not realize how lucky and fortunate you are to be here right now, but you're going to soon find out. Trust me, in 15 minutes, I'm going to go over with you guys the market outlook. I have 3 trades on right now. I have 3 positions that I'm currently in. I'll tell you what they are, and I'll tell you what I think the market's going to do this week, but more importantly, how I plan on making money from it. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the membership. We have some discounts and incentives to join in about 10, 15 minutes. Then we're going to get into how I plan on making money this week. I told you before, results matter at True Trading Group. Your results matter. Okay, your results, not mine, yours. Okay, and what is the result? And the result is an effect, a consequence, or an outcome of something. And as an example, right, an effect of you joining True Trading Group and actually putting in an effort, taking the courses, passing the quizzes, using the tools, attending the study groups, joining the workshops. You statistically proven have a very good chance of making money and becoming a better trader. And if you do not believe me, I want you to pay very close attention to what members actually have to say. Because I understand when I say, oh yeah, members are making money, it doesn't mean anything coming from me. I can say whatever the hell I want. How do you believe me, right? How do you know I'm telling the truth? Well, don't take it from me. Take it from members themselves. Now I'm talking to my members specifically. My TGD fam, if you guys are making money simply and you're becoming better traders, type the number 1 in chat right now. Are you making money? Type the number 1 in chat right now. Anyone that's not a member, I want you to pay very close attention to the amount of number 1s you're going to see come across this side of the screen. These number 1s that you are seeing right now is what results look like. I told you results matter. This is results. These people are members of True Trading Group. They found True Trading Group through a live stream the same way that you did. There's no difference between them and you. If they can do it, so can you. They work full-time jobs. They started with small accounts. They didn't know what they were doing before. Joining True Trading Group is an investment in yourself. These people have no incentive to be on this live stream and to answer these questions. They do this because we support them, they support us, and we drop golden nuggets on these live streams on a daily basis. These people also have full-time jobs, folks. So anybody that thinks, oh, you know what, that's great, but I can't do this because I work a full-time job, you're dead wrong. The majority of these people, type in the number one in chat, they also do work full-time jobs and they're still making money with True Trading Group. But again, don't take my word for it. You don't believe me? Great, cool. I don't expect you to believe me. I'm just another person on YouTube, right? You should be skeptical of people that you watch on YouTube. Make sure you understand the background of the people you are getting your education from. Whether it's True Trading Group or not, make sure you understand the background of the people you're getting your education from. Make sure they are true professionals, okay? But let me ask my members themselves. Guys, now, my THD fam, if you work a full-time job and you are making money with True Trading Group, I want you to type the letter I this time and tell me what you do for a living. What is your profession? Now, again, anybody that's not a member that thinks you can't do this because you have a job, watch the screen. I guarantee you're going to find somebody that has the same profession as you do. Okay, let's read some off. Consulting engineer, a pilot, sales manager, a butcher, an ESL teacher, network engineer, practice administrator, school janitor, mechanical engineer, internal auditor, electrical engineer, manager, consultant, truck driver, a pastor, stay-at-home mom with a brand new baby. Congratulations, Amber, on the beautiful addition to your family. A nurse, computer janitor. I'm not sure what that means. I own my own landscaping company, medical marijuana caregiver, salesman on the road, graphic designer, live event marketing, golf club company owner, parts store manager, Uber driver, Coast Guard, fireman, bakery owner, plumber, dog groomer, loan officer, general contractor, okay, a professor, loan mortgage officer. You guys get the point. These are all people that work full-time jobs. They're still making money with True Trading Group. So if they can do it, so can you. That's the point. Now, another example of the result would be by you guys actually not getting an education, trying to figure this stuff out on your own. And I don't make these numbers up. Look them up yourself. You actually statistically have a 90% chance of failing. Now, I don't tell you guys that because I think True Trading Group is the only way for you guys to be successful. It's not the only way, but I do think it's one of, if not the best options for all people from all skill levels, from all walks of life, to be able to learn, trade, and profit on a consistent basis. Our goal is to help people reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable by combining the professional education that I received, and I worked at a fund in New York, and we combine that with premium tools and resources from top companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, Polygon, and more. We're a community that truly cares about one another's success, and we all have that same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit. And those that have a small account, say like $1,000 or less to start, we actually have a special treat for you because our small account real-time demo begins tomorrow. Okay. Jason Simmons, we call him the professor. He is one of the professional traders at True Trading Group. He's one of our moderators and educators at TTG. Jason Simmons is going to be starting tomorrow with a brand new account where he has deposited $1,000 into that account. And he is going to walk you through step by step, trade by trade, idea by idea, analysis by analysis of how he's going to turn that $1,000 into $25K. This starts tomorrow. There's nothing to register. There is no time for this. This is just Jason Simmons will begin tomorrow with a $1,000 account. And he will literally show you trade by trade how he's going to turn that into $25K. Not within one day, but over time, he's going to walk you guys through that entire process and show it to you. All of the alerts and all of the info behind the trades will be documented, will be alerted, will be discussed. So you will understand exactly what he is doing. I also have conducted several workshops on how to grow a small account. Live workshops, they're in our video library. You guys can go back and check them out. I've done like 3 or 4 of them. They're like 2 hours long each, okay, on how to grow a small account. Okay. And then we're also going to be releasing in 2022, this year, we're going to be releasing a brand new course on how to trade specifically while working a full-time job. Totally free for members. You guys don't have to pay anything extra for new courses. You know that. It's all inclusive. Whenever we add a new course or new tool to the platform, it is automatically included. There's no upsells in True Trading Group. Okay. All the courses, all the tools, they're all included when you guys join our annual membership. You don't pay extra for it. Okay. Now, like I said, stay right where you are. I'm going to talk to you guys about the market outlook, the 3 trades I'm in, what I think the market's going to do this week. But let me tell you guys about that discount and incentive for anyone that's asking about how to join. I've seen a couple of people saying that they want to figure. They're asking me, how do I join? How much is your program? Let me guys talk to you about it, because True Trading Group was designed specifically to empower the retail trader. I want to level the playing field. I want True Trading Group to be the reason why Wall Street professionals will never refer to retail traders as dumb money ever again, because that's what they call you. Wall Street professionals call retail traders dumb money. You want to know what they call themselves? Smart money. I want True Trading Group to be the reason why nobody ever refers to the retail trader as dumb money ever again, because now with the TC platform, you're going to get the same education I got when I worked at a hedge fund in New York. You're going to have access to the tools and resources that professional traders have access to make better informed decisions. This is how we level the playing field. But this also means that we as a company, True Trading Group, need to ensure that the platform remains within reach financially for anybody that wants it. It should not cost you $5 grand, $7 grand, $10 grand to get access to this stuff. You shouldn't have to work at a hedge fund in order to get access to this type of information. Okay? So at True Trading Group, here's the deal. You guys, as guests of our live stream here tonight, have an opportunity to actually get access to the TTG platform here tonight for just $1,264. The membership is normally $2,212, but now tonight on this live stream, only until midnight Pacific, you can get a 42% discount. It brings the price all the way down to $1,264. Okay? At midnight Pacific tonight, that price is going to go up because we are walking our price back to $2,212 at midnight Pacific tonight. That price is going to jump. As a guest of our live stream here today, you guys can lock in that discount by going to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121. Okay. But also, whoever uses that coupon code, you will also get 2 small private study groups with a professional trader at True Trading Group, your chance to get more individual attention, to ask questions, go over lessons and topics you're struggling with so we can speed up that learning curve and get you on the right path to success. But you will also, the next 25 people, will also, that use that coupon code, will also be getting a brand new free laptop upon becoming TTG certified. Okay. Becoming TTG certified means you've gone through all of our courses, you've passed our quizzes. This is not a trick. You get the answer key to the quizzes, but don't cheat because you're only cheating yourself. You need to know what you understand and what you don't understand so we know what you need to improve and work on. So don't cheat yourself. But upon becoming TTG certified, we will immediately send the next 25 people to use that coupon code a brand new free laptop. We even cover the shipping costs. We ship anywhere in the world. Becoming TTG certified takes the average member about 4 to 6 weeks. I've seen it done way faster. It's all up to how much time you put towards it because the curriculum is available 24/7, 365. It goes at your own pace. Okay. And then after midnight tonight, we go back to Kindles and tablets tomorrow. This is the last batch of laptops that we are getting. Everybody can thank Luciano, our head of logistics. He was able to actually grab some of those new laptops. There's 25 of them for the next 25 people that use coupon code TTG121 tonight. Okay, these will not make it to midnight tonight. I can assure you, whenever we have free laptops, everybody jumps on them. I don't know why. Everybody loves free stuff, but free laptop is cool. You know, it's a lot cooler buying your own laptop with trading profits, but everybody loves free stuff. The next 25 people will get that brand new free laptop. But in addition to the free laptop, in addition to the 42% discount, in addition to this 2 small private study groups, I told you before, results matter at True Trading Group. I put my money where my mouth is. And because of that, we offer a complete, full money-back guarantee at True Trading Group. But it's not just any money-back guarantee, because if you fail with our program, I will give you your $1,264 back, but I'm going to also throw in an additional $500 on top for wasting your time. That is how confident I am in our ability to help you succeed. Here's the deal. All I ask of you is for a little effort. Don't join True Trading Group, do absolutely nothing, not go through a single course, never come to chat, never join a study group, and then say in 3 months from now, Mike, I didn't make any money, you suck. Then I'm going to turn back to you and say, no, I don't suck. You're lazy. True Trading Group is not for lazy people. But then again, financial freedom is not for lazy people either. Do you think anybody that has built financial freedom for themselves and their family did that by being lazy? Do you think anybody gave them that financial freedom? Or do you think they had to learn a new skill that's going to help them reach financial freedom for them and their family? If you're lazy, TGD is not for you. But if you're willing to actually put in some effort and say that you're going to commit to this program, I will commit right back to you. If you go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes, remember you have the answer key, but don't cheat. You're only cheating yourself. So go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group. If you do those 3 things and you still do not make your membership fee back at least once during your membership, I will give you your $12.64 back plus an extra $500 on top. So you're going to pay $12.64 to join. I'm going to give you back $17.64. We now only have 22 of those laptops left. 3 people have already signed up before I finish that last sentence. There are now 22 laptops left. And guys, there's a difference between busy and lazy. You can be busy, you can work a full-time job, you can be a parent and still make this work. I showed you all of the members that were doing that before. You just have to implement a different type of trading style that fits with your lifestyle. When I say lifestyle, I don't mean fancy dinners and lavish vacations. I mean, how much time are you able to be in front of a computer screen? That will dictate the style of trading you're going to implement. Now, at True Trading Group, it's not just myself. There's 8 other professional traders that are moderators in True Trading Group. We all have different styles. So you're going to get exposed to a variety of different trading styles and strategies. So even if you work a full-time job, you guys can still do this. I proved that to you before. We also have a mobile app that everybody can download for free as a member that can allow you to stay connected to our chat room, see the screen share because our mods and I share our screen with you during the day. We're also live on the microphone like I'm talking to you now. We call out our trades in advance of making them. And then when our orders execute, you get real-time push notifications that get sent through the mobile app. So that's how you're actually able to still follow along with what we're doing, even if you guys are working a full-time job. Okay. So again, ttgoffer.com, coupon code TTG121, 42% discount, 2 small private study groups, the free laptop, money back guarantee plus $500 on top. There's nobody, and I literally mean nobody, that is willing to offer you a full money back guarantee, never mind extra money back on top, because they are not as confident in their ability to help you succeed as we are. Okay. Let me tell you guys what is actually included with that membership, because you're going to get it's all inclusive. When you go and join True Trading Group, there's no upsells for resources and courses, right? You're going to get our 17 course curriculum to simplify and expand upon version of what I learned working at the hedge fund. Our trading performance journal, which will track all of your trades to give you guys real data and statistics on your trading. Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, so you get news as soon as it crosses the wire without delay. Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all the order flow. TradingView's premium charting software. The trade simulator I told you about earlier that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data. The Trade Ideas Scanner, which is the industry standard AI software to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Jordan, you just signed up, but you paid full price. So Jordan, you did not use the coupon code. Guys, you have to enter TTG121 and then click apply code. Jordan, don't worry about it. We will refund you the difference. Okay. Probably tomorrow. Jordan, just send an email to info@truetradinggroup.com. I'm talking to Jordan right now. Jordan that just signed up. You paid full price. If you're on this live stream, you don't have to. So email info@truetradinggroup.com and we'll get you the refund of the difference. Okay. We'll get that back to you tomorrow. All right. That's for Jordan. Okay. In addition to the scanner, guys, you're going to get our chat room, of course. Okay. You're going to get our chat room course where a group of professional traders that sports over an 80% win rate are going to give you all of our trades in real time in advance of making them, guys. You can DM the mods, ask us questions during the day. You literally can talk to us during the day. We're in there from pre-market till after hours. Guys, there are now only 17 laptops left. These laptops are going fast. There's now only 17 laptops left. We do live workshops and webinars. We also just added options flow for unusual options activity and dark pool data. You've got the 2 small private study groups I told you guys about. We have a social sentiment scanner, stock profile tool that gives you analyst ratings and insider buying. All of this is included with your membership. You don't pay $1 extra for any of it. There's no upsells for the courses and resources and tools that come with your program. It's just $12.64. That's it. You get access to everything we have and everything that we're adding in the future. Just go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121, click apply code. All right. There's also a trial. We have a 1-week trial membership as well. Okay. If you guys want to join us for the trial, you can try out TTG for a week, see how you like it. Go to ttgthree.com. It's only $3. It's a one-time payment. There's no auto renew, no reoccurring payment. It's just a one-time payment of $3. We charge $3 to make sure you are a real person. Okay. You guys will get 3 sample courses. You guys get to use the Benzinga newsfeed, be in chat with us, talk to the moderators, really experience what it's like to be part of the TTG family. All right. And then remember, members and trial members will also have access to my stock market 2022 outlook with my top sectors and stocks for 2022. Okay. You guys will also get access to that as a member and as a trial member. Okay. Any questions about the membership or any problems signing up? Send a text message. Do not call. Send a text message to 201-775-9702. Or you can use the chat bubble on any page of our website. Adam is standing by to answer all of your questions. The phone number is right there on the bottom of your screen. Do not call, text that number, or use the bubble chat on any page of our website. Okay. Michael Janik says, guys, I have a master's of education and the courses are well thought out and easy to navigate. It is well worth the price. Eric Harper says, your market outlook for 2022 is a great report. Thank you, Eric and Michael. All right, folks. So there you have it, guys. Those laptops are going quick. Okay. They're not going to last until midnight. And then don't forget, midnight Pacific tonight, that $12.64 price point for the 42% discount, no more. Price jumps at midnight tonight. Okay. Price jumps at midnight tonight. There you have it. Okay. And don't forget, guys, the small account challenge starts tomorrow. Jason Simmons will show you guys how he plans on turning $1,000 into $25,000. That starts tomorrow. He will walk you guys through trade by trade. Okay. Okay. There you guys have it. All right. Now, with that being said, my people, you guys are my people. You guys really are. I feel like we're family because we are. I love talking to you guys. I talk to you guys every day. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. There's 2 things I would never turn down talking about: stocks, sports, all day long, any day of the week. I don't care. I'll talk about stocks and sports so I'm blue in the face. Grant, Darrell, and Christine. Welcome to the TTG family, folks. Everybody welcome Grant, Darrell, and Christine. Welcome to the TTG family. David and Brittany as well. Okay, so Grant, Darrell, Christine, David, Brittany, welcome to the TTG family, folks. There are 17 of those laptops left. Wow. Arturo, Tim, and Jordan. There are 16 laptops left now. Grant, Darrell, Christine, David, Brittany, Arturo, Tim, Jordan. Welcome to the TTG family. 16 laptops left. I'm telling you guys, these are not going to last until midnight. And then at midnight, also Pacific time, the price goes up. So make sure you guys jump on that coupon code. Guys, what is your risk? Honestly, for real, for a second, what's your risk? Because if you don't make the 1264 back, I'm going to give you 1764. I'm dead serious. What I'm saying to you now is on the website. It's right there for our money back guarantee, right there in black and white. There's no catch. You just have to put in a little effort, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group. That's it. You do those 3 things, don't make back your membership fee at least once, I'm going to give you 1764 back. I'm dead serious. I'm removing your risk. Reed, welcome Reed. 15 laptops left. That's it. 15 laptops left. I told you these were going to fly. 15 left. TTG is extremely successful in educating the novice trader. That's a question from JB being answered. Beautiful. Welcome, everyone that's new to the group. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Youssef. Welcome, Youssef. 14 laptops left. I told you these laptops are going to fly. We're already down to 14. All right, we're already down to 14. All right, guys, listen. Let me go. Let me talk about now the overall markets, right? Because now let's talk about how we're making money this week. I told you guys, just give me a few minutes. I was going to tell you about the membership. A lot of people were asking for it. You can see all those people that have already joined the TT family, investing in themselves, excited to kind of, stop standing on the sidelines in 2022 and watch everybody else talk about the markets. It's time for you guys to get involved and get educated. I love it. Welcome all of you. Now, let's talk about how we're making money this week. First, let's talk about the 3 positions that I currently have open. Okay, I have 3 positions open. 1, I'm in SPY put options. 2, I am short Roku. 3, I am short Okta. Okay, again, let me recap that for you. I'm in SPY put options. I'm short Roku. I'm short Okta. Okay, now everybody else also, real quick, for those of you that have smaller accounts, you might say, oh man, I can't short Okta. I can't short Roku. I don't have the money for that. Don't worry about it. Yes, you do. Because whenever I trade a large cap, now I trade everything. We trade everything at True Trading Group. We trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, options, crypto. We day trade and we swing trade. Okay, we are very diversified traders at True Trading Group. Don't forget, there's me plus 8 other professional traders that all have different styles and strategies. Every day, you're getting day trades, swing trades, stocks, and options. Every day. Okay? Whenever I trade a large cap, like a Roku, like an Okta, like a Tesla, like an NVIDIA, I will also alert members to an option to coincide with my trade. So if I say, okay, guys, I'm shorting Roku, all right, I will say I'm shorting Roku at, $186 as a, member. You can also buy the January 14th expiration $180 strike put option if you want to follow me on that trade. And that will allow people with smaller accounts to still follow my trades. If you guys can't short the stock itself, you can buy put options where you will still make money if the stock goes down. Don't worry if you don't know how to trade options. You'll learn as a member of TTG. We have option courses that are in great detail. Okay? Now, I have already taken the bulk of my position off the table on these trades. As you guys can see, Roku has fallen out of bed. I've already covered the bulk of this position. So I've already made a real nice chunk of change on Roku. Everybody welcome William. Now there's only 13 laptops left. Everybody welcome William. Okay, Okta as well. I've already covered the bulk of my position on Okta. You can see Okta with a nice little sell-off. Okay, but I'm still in, I'd say these positions are probably about 15% of my original position size at this point because of the profits that I've already taken off the table. And that same goes for the SPY put options. Okay, that same thing goes for those SPY put options. All right. The SPY put options, don't forget, we caught the big sell-off day on Wednesday for 194% gain. Then I entered more put options on Thursday. We held them overnight. ripped off a 40% profit on Friday. Congratulations, my TG members that profited from these moves with me on Okta, SPY, and Roku. You guys know who you are. If you guys made money on these trades, you guys made money on those SPY trades or Roku, Okta. If you guys made money on those trades with me last week, sound off in chat. I want to know about it. I want to see who's still with me on these trades. I want to know about it. Sound off in chat. So again, folks, bulk the positions off the table. I'm holding between the three positions about 10 to 15% of my original size. Bulk profit is off the table. All right. Now, let me explain to you what I think the markets are going to do this week. Because everybody has been accustomed for the entire last year to buy every 4 to 5% pullback. Everyone. Why? Because as we look back, every single pullback that the markets experienced in 2021, every single one was bought with aggression. Every single one. And now here's another. The reason why I believe that every single pullback last year was bought so aggressively, okay? The Federal Reserve last year was buying $120 billion worth of securities every single month. Bonds, mortgage-backed securities. That was part of their asset purchase program, which is part of their monetary stimulus to help shield the economy from the pandemic. That is coming to an end in 2022. Every pullback that the markets have experienced last year was bought because I believe that all of that extra money that was coming into the system, because the Fed would do this every single month, all of that money then had to find a home. So $120 billion every single month was sold to the Federal Reserve. Therefore, whoever was holding those securities that the Federal Reserve bought now has $120 billion of cash. Well, that cash had to go somewhere. They took that cash and put it into equities because there's no better place to go than equities when you have a zero interest rate environment. And that caused every single pullback to be bought aggressively. Coming into 2022, things have changed. The backdrop has changed. The narrative has changed. The story has changed. The Fed has changed. The Fed is no longer the dovish Fed that it was in 2021, where they kept interest rates at zero and they were just raining money down from the heavens. They are scaling back their asset purchase program. They're going to conduct a balance sheet runoff, which means they're going to now start to actually sell some of the securities that they had been buying for the last year and a half. And they're also going to now start to raise interest rates. All three of these actions, stop buying the $120 billion that they're buying every month, start a balance sheet runoff, and increasing interest rates. All three of those actions are considered hawkish, which would mean monetary tightening, which means potentially bearish sentiment for the overall markets. I believe the markets are going to try to get bought on the first pullback. The first pullback is what you experience in the first week of the year. In the first week of the year, as you can see, and I'll draw them out for you and I'll make it orange. This is your first trading week of the year. As you can see, the first trading week of the year was not a good one. The markets went down, 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 down. This is the S&P 500, the SPY, the ETF that tracks S&P 500. Then let's take a look at the NASDAQ. As you can see, the NASDAQ for the first week of the year, down, 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 down. Not a good start to the year. So here already in the first week of the year, you're getting a significant pullback, 4 or 5% pullback. The NASDAQ's already 6-7% off of its highs. This is the area, percentage-wise on the pullback, that in the entire year of 2021 was bought. This is the percentage where people started to come in and buy. Now, that also lines up with very key support levels and the overall market. The SPY is currently sitting at the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line you see on my screen. Then you go to the Qs, which is the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ is sitting at a very key support level, which is your previous support on the last two market pullbacks that you had in the end of November and then in the middle of December. We are now back to that level. These technical support levels, and that is what they are. They are technical support levels. I believe buying pressure is going to come in at these areas, and the markets are going to try to bounce from these areas. And in fact, they probably will bounce, but I do not believe those bounces hold. I believe that within the weeks to come, you will get a bounce attempt in the markets off of these technical support levels. And everybody's going to say, see, another buy the dip scenario. I knew it. And then the rug is going to get pulled out from underneath them, because every single previous 5% pullback in the markets, after the sell-off, we went back to all-time highs. After the sell-off, we went back to all-time highs. And I'm just going to keep going back. After the sell-off, we went back to all-time highs. And I'm just going to keep doing this. After the pullback, all-time high. 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 You guys get the point, right? You guys get the point. Russell T, you're having an issue signing up, brother. Russell, send a text message to 201-775-9702. Okay, if you're having a problem signing up, send a text 201-775-9702. Okay, so every one of these pullbacks has been bought and has resulted in the markets going back to all-time highs. Now, I believe that we're going to try to get bought, and we're not going to make it back to the all-time highs. And then people will then realize that the support level is not going to hold. It's going to break, and the markets will drop down to your next support level on the S&P 500, which is this purple line, which is your 100-day moving average. Okay. So I believe the markets will bounce from these levels and then continue lower. So I'm expecting these support levels that we are currently sitting on for technical buying to come in, technical buying, and then I believe those levels break. Okay. So I am looking for that type of price action. Okay. The futures market right now are basically break even. We were down about 0.2% earlier this evening. We're now flat. Okay. We're now flat. So we're just sitting right where we were on Friday. Literally, we're sitting right where we were on Friday. The markets have not moved, essentially. We traded lower earlier this evening. We're now back to flat. Okay. So I expect a bounce off of these levels, which is why I took 85 to 90% of my short positions off the table on Roku, on Okta, and on my SPY put options. And now we're going to look for bounces to reload those positions. So I'm going to look for bounces to reload those shorts, because I believe that the support levels that we are currently sitting on, I believe those break. Guys, wow, there are only 10 laptops left, but I want to keep discussing the lessons before we announce their names. Okay, so now there's only 10 of those laptops left. That's it. Okay, just 10 laptops left. Make sure you go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG 121. You'll get the 42% discount, the 2 private study groups, the free laptop. There's only 10 left, and then the money back guarantee, where if you don't make your money back at least once, the 1264, if you do not make that back after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending a study group, I'm going to give you 1764 back. So you're going to give me 1264. I'm going to give you back 1764. That's how confident I am in our ability to help you succeed. All right, ttgoffer.com. You're also going to get my stock market outlook report for 2022. Okay, sectors and stocks that I think are going to outperform the markets in 2022. Okay, so there you have it, folks. So I'm going to be looking for bounces on these stocks, and we're going to look to reload those positions. I think that the bounce could be a day or two. I think we can, a couple days. I think it could be a couple days. Adrian Martinez is having a hard time signing up. Adrian Martinez, who is joining us from Facebook right now, send a text message, Adrian, to 201-775-9702. All right. Now, there we have it, folks. Okay, there we have it. That's my thoughts on the overall market. All right, I think that the Fed has gotten more hawkish than people initially expected them to be. I think that's going to put more pressure on tech stocks. I think that the big growth stocks like cybersecurity, cloud computing, I think these stocks are going to sell off a little bit further, and that's going to drag down the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ will then drag on the S&P 500. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions about what I just said before I show you the platform? Because what I'd like to do now is show you the platform. Guys, what is the name of mod who is going to start 1,000 challenge from tomorrow? That's Jason Simmons. Jason Simmons. His nickname is the Professor. What time does Jason start? Debbie, Jason actually opens the chat room at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, Jason opens the TTG chat room. He's going to do both. He's going to day trade and swing trade. Guys, Jason Simmons is going to just literally take a $1,000 account and he's going to grow it to 25K. And he's going to alert you to every single trade he makes to do that. Some will be day trades. Some will be swing trades. Where do I see support levels on the SPY? There are 2 support levels for the SPY. We are sitting at one of them currently. Okay, the mid 460s, 465, 466. That is one support level for the SPY. Your next support level will be down around the mid 450s, 456, 455. This area right here. Okay, so here are your 2 support zones on the SPY. I'll make them green so you guys can see. I'll actually make it a little bit bigger so you can see as well. Okay, there is support zone 1. Here is support zone 2. Okay, oops, nope. What am I doing here? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to draw this for you. All right. So there's support zone 1. There's support zone 2. These are your 2 support levels on the SPY. We are currently sitting at one of them. Your next one will be like 455, 456. All right. So there you have it, folks. Okay. Now, what I would like to do, I told you guys before on the live stream that I was going to show you the platform That is True Trading Group. And I will do that for you guys now. I'll show you guys, the tools, the resources, everything that's included with our platform. Because remember, when you join, you get access to everything that we have. There's no upsells for courses and tools. Of course, you have our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone, calling out our trades. You can DM the moderators during the trading session and ask us questions. We are there from pre-market all the way through until after hours. You're going to get a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders sporting over an 80% win rate. We are fully transparent. There's a trading journal on our website that tracks every buy and sell that our moderators make, the wins and losses right there plainly for you to see. Then you get the 2 small private study groups. This is your chance to get individual attention, to go over lessons, topics that you are struggling with so we can speed up your learning curve. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed plus the Squawk Box feature. Guys, this is worth over $1,400 a year on its own through Benzinga. It is included on the TeachG platform when you guys just pay $12.64, in addition to getting access to everything else. You're going to get real-time news as soon as it crosses the wire, no more relying on delayed news services. Then you've got TradingView's premium charting software. One of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders, yours free. The Trade Ideas Scanner, which is the industry standard scanning software. This is an AI stock market analysis platform that streams on the TeachG platform, where you will always make sure you are aware of what stocks are making new highs, new lows, and have a surge in volume. You're also going to get to use our simulator that will let you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data so that you can practice. Okay. You will also get to use our proprietary scanner. It has the same functionality as FinViz Elite. You can also scan for crypto as well. We just added dark pool data, unusual options activity. This is stuff used to only be available to professionals on Wall Street. Not anymore. Now it's at the fingertips of the TeachG fam. This is what I mean by we empower the retail trader. We give you access to education, tools, and resources that professional traders use. Then you have our trading journal. The trading journal is going to actually track all of your trading and give you statistics and data so you can figure out what you're doing wrong so we know what to fix. Then you have the social sentiment screener, which is actually going to scour StockTwits, Reddit, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most on those platforms so you can always stay ahead of the crowd. A stock profile tool is amazing. You can actually download a PDF report on any stock that you want, unlimited, where you are actually going to be able to get analyst ratings. So you can see how many, wouldn't it be nice before you buy a stock to check and see how many analysts have a buy rating on that stock, how many analysts agree with you? You guys can do that with our stock profile tool. Okay, so Russell, Steven, and Patrick, welcome to the TeachG family. There are just 10 laptops left. That's it, folks. 10 laptops left. And just like that, they were gone. Okay, daily watch list and the game plan from True Trading Group Pros. You're going to literally see what the traders at TeachG have their eyes on, but more importantly, how we plan on trading those stocks, how we plan on making money, so you know exactly where to focus your attention in the morning every single day. All of our courses are included. Remember, the courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner and foundation courses for those that are new. There's also advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, how to trade during a market crash, all available in text and video format, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. There are no VIP pro level courses that cost more money after you join. There are no upsells for courses. There are no upsells for tools and resources on the TeachG platform. Shailesh, welcome to the TeachG family. Shailesh, 9 laptops left. Folks, these are not going to last. And then at midnight Pacific, the price also goes up. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. What do you have to lose? I'm literally guaranteeing your membership costs. Don't forget about the money back guarantee. All right. You also have the video library. The video library has over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars we've conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, just to name a few. And of course, you can join all of our live workshops as a member. Guys, there's only 9 laptops left. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121 before the price goes up at midnight. We are also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. I welcome, encourage, and invite you all to read the reviews on Trustpilot. Read the good, the bad, the ugly. Read them all. 1,400 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Go read them. Michael, welcome. 8 laptops left. Michael, welcome. Guys, anyone that is still hesitating needs to do the trial. I don't care if you never sign up for the full membership. Sign up for the trial. It's $3. Just go to ttgthree.com. The 3 sample courses and my Market Outlook 2022 18-page report is worth the $3 alone. Go do the trial. Diane, 7 laptops left. That's it. I told you these weren't going to last. Everybody loves free stuff. 7 laptops left, guys. All right. 7 laptops left. Jonas, 6 laptops left. These are going to go. Guys, stop. Stop listening to me. Go to the checkout page right now. There's 6 laptops left. Listen, you'll know you're getting one of the 6 if you get to the checkout page and you see the laptop in your cart. If you see the laptop, you're good. If you do not see the laptop, that means we've sold out. So that's how you'll know. As long as the laptop is in your checkout cart, that means you're getting one. ttgoffer.com, TTG121. All right. That's it, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope it was educational. I hope it was helpful. Welcome all of our new members of the TG family. I cannot wait to trade with you guys. 2022 is going to be an amazing year. I actually expect this to be a record-breaking banner year for myself and also for my TG family members. I think this is going to be the year of the active trader. Get educated, take advantage of these opportunities now. Guys, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications if you haven't done so already. You never want to miss these lives. I go over free lessons and golden nuggets of education on a daily basis. I love you guys. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. Later, everybody. Guys, when the laptops end, real quick before I go, when we run out of laptops, there's 6 left. When we run out of laptops, you will then see a tablet in your checkout cart. Okay? So instead of the laptop, if you get to your checkout cart and there's an Amazon Kindle or an Android tablet, that means the laptops have sold out and you will be getting a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet or an Android tablet instead of the laptop. All right? That is it, folks. Thank you for joining me. I love you all. Have a great night. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, everybody.